everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll make it across. The 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. For Thomas Rawls. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Now Palmer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes. Up against it.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Get ready.
So second and goal here from the 9. To Johnson again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it. Crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
On third and goal, Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. Underneath for Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
And here is the Cardinal defense.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
On third down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin's gone from undrafted to one of the top targets in the NFL, but he still has that monster chip on his shoulder, still doesn't get the respect he deserves. Just ask him. And he finished 11th this year in receiving, which means he's just outside the top 10. which I think will motivate him further in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe that makes the chip a little bigger come playoff time.
I'm not sure Doug Baldwin's chip can get much bigger, but boy, does he translate into excellent play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They go, Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Dumping it off for Johnson. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field. So it's great sight lines for him. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, Rawls. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. Well, partner, earlier you were talking about Russell Wilson and what he's done this year as the focal point without a solid running game. Thomas Rawls, 349 yards on the ground. Christian Michael is the team's leading rusher. He's not even with the crew anymore.
And that just tells you the evolution of Seattle's offense because they've always been a tailback-centric team. Okay, you remember how they went to the Super Bowl. Who carried the football, big-time yardage, big-time production, and Russell Wilson played off of that. Without that this year, he became the focal point, and they became a pass-first team.
Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Here's Palmer, and that is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. There's Wilson to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd and short. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
All right, now.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Palmer to throw. And he's got Gresham. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And Nelson's got it here right side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Everyone's got four down. Mirror. 792. 792. Blue. 95. Mirror.
Palmer now, the throw on third down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And
he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again is Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's Kearse for the Seattle touchdown, hauling it in. Jermaine Kearse, 30 yards. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
On first down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time,
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Hester. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
The big fella! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 77 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 28 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, that pass was inaccurate, so that leads me to bring up our Super Bowl predictions and find out just how accurate they were.
Yours were okay.
Well, it was pretty easy for me. I went out there with some established teams. I went with Green Bay and New England, so I'm still alive in the playoffs. You had Carolina and Pittsburgh?
I did. Now, Pittsburgh obviously has a chance. Carolina does not have a chance.
But let me listen. You're my partner. Let's just be honest about the whole thing. Did anyone see Carolina having this type of a season?
No, I thought you were going to say you're my partner, and that's why you do play-by-play, not the analysis. I was going to say you're exactly right.
No.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 yards for number 11.
Let's face it, when Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald early in the game and then continues to do so, we end up with games like we saw after the 2015 season in the playoffs against Green Bay, don't we?
Yeah, and a couple of veterans for sure in this league.
Veterans who know how to play and still love competing and do it at the highest level.
Even makes me feel old, though, that Palmer, born in 79, Fitzgerald, 83, and those are veterans now in the NFL, right?
You are old. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Palmer to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Sally 19. Let's go. Let's go. Wide 18.
On second down, Palmer finding time. Looking sideline, incomplete. On third and goal, Palmer. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They're going on fourth, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cardinals add on. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
And this will be caught at the 30. Oh, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Let's go, let's go. Blue, Sally 19, Sally 19. Zebra. Regular.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go. Blue 58. Zebra.
On third down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the return, Hester. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. What a spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 83 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they will.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
19. Hey, alert 3.
On second down, Wilson. He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He hits Baldwin right side. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some hope.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, 28 yards. And the Cardinals add on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Hey, big drive right here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Doug Baldwin, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Get ready. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Gresham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Regular.
The Cardinals will go for it. It's Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And it is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come out here in the eye. Oh, Palmer looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
In motion goes the tight end.
Regular. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Little motion now from the tight end.
Regular.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Palmer to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're definitely showing blitz here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Wilson going to throw for it. Slide. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Palmer apparently wants to throw it. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.